Okay. Alright. Ready for another session. I've been saying that a lot lately, haven't I? Maybe need to cool with that. I know that I have I have an almost angelic aura around me. It's just because I'm streaming a little bit earlier than I usually do. And I'm too lazy to move my setup. The sun should move out of the way as I play. But yeah, I'm just going to look very bright for this stream, probably. I am watching because the sun is almost to the camera lens. When it's on that, I'll probably move the camera a little bit. Alright, but we got some side quests to do.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me, but you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
A culinary pilgrimage. And I did notice that, as I said, during that little cutscene, the sun did go into the camera lens. What did I even do that needs an Arete stone? Like, we haven't done a new stage since Constance. I don't think I even have new appearances. I'm not going to switch it. Oh. Huh. That's neat. Ooh, that's actually... I said I wouldn't change appearance, but that's pretty baller. We are changing. We are going to change Ambrosius. That burnt black did look kind of neat, but...
I could have sworn we had a few more.
Maybe we'll make that when we get to the DLC. We'll take that on.
How did we never
There are
hear
new
about
billets
these
being
Guardians of the
posted.
Flame?
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself, and if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Blacksmith's Blues. I think this line eventually leads to us getting, I'm forgetting the name right now, but the ultimate blade that we can get. You can't get the Ultima blade unless you play on the Final Fantasy difficulty, which we are not.
How may I help you today,
But
Clive?
we get the best sword we can get.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings, a particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. A busy courtesan.
All yours. Come again. I may have more for ya.
Don't think there's any more hunts, but before we move on, if we have free reign, we do want to take on that C rank hunt. Yeah, the Angel of Death. It's after we also have a letter that we should read.
Headlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Oh, we got a lot of. An apple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have two either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was the time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these, for they were a foul bite. But for him, it never were about the flavor, but what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. That is from Otto. A flame none brighter. My Lord Marquis, I ask again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be a self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame burns now. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and I am proud to stand along you once again. From Wade. All quiet in the Dominion. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not paying anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised, Gav. Alright. It's important to check notes because it is cool and you sometimes do get some things from it.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Is it business or pleasure?
It's business.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yeah, you
Finished,
get over
are
it.
you?
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me? August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it. Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about. Why don't you tell us all the same? Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
And I'm doing well.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
How monsters take...
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up, but it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. Don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was excited? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Caer Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
So I think we're gonna be able to kill two birds with one stone here. I'm gonna double check what the hunt on the board was. Or if there's or if it just made up a new hunt once I did this mission, which is more likely. Ask about the griffin. Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then do I have to bill it for you, Kupo? An especially horrible one the locals call Dosmare. Okay, it does add a new one. It's a rank B, so it's gonna be tough, but we got it. We'll go ahead. We might take down all these. Why not? Two of them are in Sambrec, Clairview, and Caer Northern, and the ones in Rosaria and the Broken Hilt. I'm probably not going to remember that, but is it just going to stay here now? Yep, okay. I don't know why it's still there, but I guess now we use the hunt board to locate the griffin. Alright. So we'll go to Sambrec first. No, it's not what I meant to do. I don't know where the closest one would be. Well, Caer Northern seems as close as we're getting. Okay, one was in the Clairview. I remember hearing that. And I might have forgotten where the other one is. The enemies here now are a little too weak to be worth my time, so we're just gonna... We'll just start running. We're running the wrong way. This is my guess for where it would be, but it seems to not be, so. Is anybody in my party right now? Yeah, okay, we still have Jill. Party members are actually a little bit more consistent than I remember them being. I remember not having a party member for large swaths of this game, but I guess I just ignored them the first time I played this. Oh, I'm here. I'm gonna double check. Is there I think since we're close, I kind of want to save up to upgrade the ult. Then after that, I want to save up for the next icon. Oh, what I meant to see was, is there any way to look at the hunt board outside of... That's completed quests and main scenario progress. Okay. I may have to go back just to double check where it said they were. Ah, come on. I keep on doing that to try to tilt the map. Good thing load times are basically non-existent in this game.
Typical nobles.
Okay, so the Griffin specifically. The Care Norvrent West Gate. Okay. And Clairview is freaking huge, but the Angel of Death is somewhere there. Alright.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
We'll hunt this Angel of Death first.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Run like the wind.
Where is the West Gate? There's River Gates. I may have to look it up because that is a gate to the east. Oh, that goes to a whole different area though. That's the River Gate. Yeah, I may just have to look it up. But anyway. Hunting something different right now.
to fight.
Oop, see ya. Or at least if that's it, I don't know what it can be. Runa.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Whew. Ooh, we got a level up for that too. It's kind of needed because that thing was actually, we were apparently one level too low for that.
Rest well. I know I will.
Okay, so now, about this freaking, I don't even see a west gate, let alone an east gate. So, gonna do something bad. FF16. Griffin location. South of the river gate. Okay. So there's the river gate. So we need to travel to Lost Wing really quick. And make sure we go out the right exit.
Good date.
Gotta make sure we go. I think this is the way it's wanting us to go. Yeah.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
I've caught my share with it.
Okay, wait, maybe not quite here. Oh, I see how we need to get over there. I don't think we can summon Ambrosia out here, but it would be very helpful if we could.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Spin. What do we do now?
Well, I'm just expert at not reading maps right, aren't I? Oh, guess it's kind of good that we do need to. For hunting marks.
Innkeeper is a friend of mine.
For hunting marks, and we need to make sure that
I trust it's all here.
I want that strength tonic back. Okay, leave out this exit. Yep. Okay, that puts us on the elevated path, and then we go this way. Yep. All right, this will take us there.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
I'm gonna test my limits here. I'm sure I won't be able to summon her until I exit that gate, probably.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Yeah, it's okay. She barely does any damage, but it is always satisfying to smack around an enemy or two with Ambrosia.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a bit stronger than our last foe. Man, this fight is fun and all, but when I think of Griffin, like good Griffin's fights, I think of Dragon's Dogma.
The work will have to wait.
Jeez.
Look sharp.
That's not what I meant to do. I thought it was still in Garuda for a moment.
Let's try.
has some extra to it.
It's over.
Ooh, Scarletite's good.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner, and I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
And with a bit of luck... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this, along with his regards.
You're joking.
said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted. I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Drake Slayer gear design draft. Can we get that now? We need an upgrade of armor. Or do we need to do more side questing?
Clive. So, will it be?
Ooh, yeah, we don't quite have the stuff. Electrum. So what we should be on the lookout for. And there doesn't seem to be oh, whoop, no, I had to hit the wrong button again. And then here, gelatinous mass. That is all we're missing though. Oh, although we can only make one because we only have one thing of scarletite from that griffin.
That it? Fine.
Alright. So, no, that's done. We are going to do that other hunt, but yeah, let's take a look at where. We also got to finish that side quest in Rosaria. And we got so much renown for that last mission that we might also have a new. Nope, don't have anything here yet.
Never hear about these guardians of the.
All right, Belphegor. Reports have been received a wild avis of striking size, making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Although all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. I hereby petition any brave volunteers to march to this northern border, that we might cut the fiend down before it makes trenchers at the nearby village. So in the Broken Hilt, I gotta remember the Broken Hilt in Rosaria. And it said it's near Eastpool. So whatever, I think the 3 reads might be too far. We will, oh wait, we can just, why is Eastpool to the north? Okay, the Dim is all that's called. The Broken Hilt. I'm gonna guess it's right here in this little area. Wait, didn't I already fight a wyvern right there? I'm pretty sure I did. Also, I did just notice that it tells me in the bottom right when I can summon when I can't summon Ambrosia.
Be safe.
It's a good bit bigger than the others we fought. And it's level 30. Well. And I forgot to buy potions. It's gonna hit me. Okay. Alright. That went well for going in very unprepared.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
Alright. We can restock on the way to this mission.
Anything catch your eye?
What? Dang. Sorry. One of the last things that I'm going to do in this playthrough is go around, and I may even do it off stream, might be one of the few things I do for this game off stream, is buy every orc mission roll.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Oh, Forgot I was there for a reason, not just to look at orchestrion rolls.
Anything catch your eye?
Orchestrion rolls. That's I think actually how you say it.
There you go. Much obliged. There you go.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Forgot I had this on. I don't know if the red glow around me is still an effect from the battle that's still going on, or what. But it looks pretty cool, so I'll allow it to stay.
Causing any trouble now? Ready, go?
I'm sorry, I have to check something. Alright. Alright. Thought I made a mistake real quick. But we're good.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Unwanted
this
violet.
back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
Scrumptious.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. like the salt on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Badge of metal. We can use that. Wait, what's a berserker ring? Oh. Temporarily increases attack proficiency with every precision dodge? That's pretty good. We'll keep that in the back pocket. Before we move on with our life, we'll check on Harpocrates.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? Because you can't have this one till...
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Ah, not yet.
Wish to study the tones?
Alright, before we continue with the story, let's... I do not see any more green. There is. I do have a reward waiting for me. I think we've done everything we can.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
A swelling chorus. It used to be I would step into a tavern only to find myself overwhelmed with requests to sing of Dion the Bold or the Curl and the Serving Girl. But now all anyone wants to hear is of Sid the Outlaw. You have made me a very rich friend, or a very rich man, my friend.
All yours.
Nice.
All done?
Alright.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystal sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed, Soon after, in pursuit of ether, and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Dristanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island. And with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's Breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.
The boiling sea.
Useful trick. Freezing and thawing the spray to make mist. How did you learn to use your powers like this?
The Masters made me do it. When the Crusaders took to the seas, to keep the fleet's movements from prying eyes. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
This may be the only chance I get to go back. My only chance to put things right. I have to do this. Whatever the cost.
All right.
she is. The Iron Kingdom's mother crystal.
Drake's breath. Strong currents, sharp rocks, and ether floods. Let's not forget them. This island is a natural fortress.
But safety breeds complacency, allowing a single rowing boat to slip in unseen. The sanctuary is inside the mountain. If we follow the old trail, we should be able to enter by the back gate.
Right. Let's go.
Fire and ice.
I always imagined when I came here it would be to reclaim it.
It used to belong to Rosaria, didn't it?
Once, though it's been in the Ironblood's clutches for far too long.
As was I. For 13 years, this rock was my home. I know its secrets only too well. This path was abandoned after an ether flood. They don't guard it anymore.
The perfect little shortcut.
It was never as bad as this before. And the only way past them is through them.
Ah, really? You can't teleport through a rock.
Was that an earthquake?
They happen all the time. That wasn't even a bad one. It's nothing to worry about.
Oh, really? So close. I ran into that. I deserve that. No, I was just too slow.
Arboretum is just up ahead. We'll enter the caves from there. Look at this place. What a mess.
Wait.
It's turned.
Nothing a shield of Rosaria can't handle. Just like old times. You sure
Worst
keep
breath.
Believe me, I mean to. That's foul.
Don't breathe it in.
Nice try.
Ah, the last one's nightmare. Ooh, don't want to hug. I think I actually regret using a strength tonic on that.
I still can't believe they can jump. When these things have roots.
I think we've gotten 2 or 3 levels this stream.
Press on.
Yes. It's like a furnace in here.
We're inside the volcano. You get used to the heat, though I don't remember it being this hot.
Was that one cause for concern?
It was. And they're getting bigger. Something's wrong.
Oh, we have enough. Hold up. Hold the phone. Upgrade time. We can master it again? I did not know that. Increase number of hits. Allows assignment to any icon for mastery, so it doesn't increase the... Okay.
Fuck. Is there no other way across?
not do that again.
No. Let's not. They don't look too tough.
Perhaps not alone, but in numbers like these.
No, take out the bomb. That was a particularly bad one. Well, I don't know how it appeared on stream, but... I shouldn't be aiming for the scorpions. I should be going for that bomb.
We aren't going this way.
Let's look for another path. Drake's breath.
We're nearly at the oratory.
What the hell is that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly.
Fire Aga. A bit much, don't you know?
Let's try.
Are those mithril wristlets any good? Gear. I knew that was the wrong one. I was just double checking to see if those are good. Yeah, I swear we're missing something for an upgrade, because going up 20 points, that tells me that I missed out on some armor or something somewhere. But hey, now we're in a better spot.
One of the demons. But they never leave the lava.
If I didn't know better, I think this volcano was about to erupt.
Why attack us? They're peaceful creatures.
Then this one must be the exception.
Dang. Okay, he has a... Fire water. Nice. And that was without a strength on it.
What's it doing?
Nothing good, I'll wager.
Slowed it down there, I know, but that really hit me.
Just hot. Thank you.
Quite a commotion our friend made. Let's hope the guards didn't hear it.
The gate to the inner chambers is just up there. Then we make for the sanctuary. I need to finish this. Before the heat finishes me.
Hear, hear.
We'll enter the Comric by the Handmaiden's living quarters. It was always a hive of activity.
Sounds like we'll have a hard time staying out of sight.
We won't have to. There's someone there I should very much like to see.
Lady Marley. It's me.
By the mother. Jill, it can't be.
It is, my lady.
We cannot talk here. Come with me. I'm so glad you're safe.
And I you.
Why ever would you risk coming back? Are you a fool, girl? Or have you grown tired of your freedom already?
Forgive me, my lady. But I had to come back. There are things I left undone. Tell me, where is the Patriarch?
At this hour, he'll be in the Comric, giving thanks.
You mean... Oh, that fiend! Clive, we have to get to the sanctuary. Now. Lady Marley, you must flee this place, gather your things, and go.
Now listen here, Jill.
We have company.
This way. Follow this passage. It leads straight to the Comric. Go on, stop dawdling.
Thank you. You were always so kind to me. My light in the darkness. Take care, my lady, please. You deserve better than this. A long and happy life, promise me.
I'll live if you promise to do the same.
Come on, Clive. We're nearly at the Comric.
All right. Here's our welcoming party.
I've had enough of their hospitality.
Especially on the lookout because they gave me an like an armor, but in fact, what is it actually called again? It's a belt and vambrace. Okay, so they gave me a vambrace. They're not giving me a belt, but the fact that I got the vambrace first makes me think I missed the belt, which sucks. But oh well.
How many of them are there?
Too many.
Clive, what are you doing? I did not hit anything to do that. Well. Really? Can't lock onto them? I did see that door. I just wanted to see if this is the right way or if the door is the right way. Yeah. Seems the door is the correct way.
Clive, there's something I need you to know. I saw the Patriarch do things no one should have to see. And so I swore that he would die by my hand.
I understand. I faced my demons, then you must face yours.
We're nearly there. Just one last push.
I got wretched song.
Oh, I forgot to go. I forgot to limit the break. Why does that move in particular so hard for me to dodge?
Shiva's dominant. Come to beg forgiveness for your failure.
For years, I followed your orders. Fought your wars. All to protect the children you took. Just as you took me. And what did you do in return? You put them in chains and you slit their throats!
Their souls were sullied with a stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption. A penance paid, just as the Holy Mother wills it! Repent, abomination! For a monster like you to set foot in the Holy Cymric is in itself a crime deserving of death.
You're right. I am a monster. And my soul is stained black. Though not by ether. But by the evil of men like you, who made me close my heart and drown in darkness when I should have raged against it. This is my penance. I will be your monster no more. Nor will I suffer you to create another.
Does the beast bare its teeth at its master? Come then, dominant. Rage, be as you have ever been. A monster!
And what are you, Imran? I was forced to kill. You do it by choice. But never again. I bowed to you once. Now it is you who shall bow to me!
Kill them.
Now!
Right! Can't I do it? Please, just once.
She won't be able to hold that lava back forever. We better make this quick. Let's try.
Go.
All right. I won't take long.
I'm going to finish this, Clive. Here. Use this.
Are you watching, Sid? We're one step closer to freedom.
The crystal. What did you do to it?
Oh. We destroyed it.
What? But... Monster! Monster! Do you have any idea what you have done?
I do, Father. I have killed the monster and become an outlaw. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
It's over.
It is.
And Shiva exacted her price.
She did.
Again, the burden fell to you.
And I bore it willingly. This was a sin for which I had to atone. Now I can continue at your side with my head held high. Clive, look.
It's just like the one at Phoenix Gate. Damn it. We need to leave.
Agreed. I kept my promise, and now you keep yours.
Meanwhile...
This way, Your Grace.
You're bleeding. I have a tonic which will...
I thank you for your kindness, truly. But I assure you, I will survive. Please, save your medicines for those who need them most.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
For a moment there, I felt my brother's presence.
You did?
I fear he is in Ultima's thoughts again. But why now, after 5 years of silence? I cannot keep him sealed away much longer.
Your Grace.
No, do not dirty your hands. Look at them all.
Never mind. I'll say it after.
Like a river flowing to the sea.
Or moths to a flame, perhaps. The crystalline dominion, their light in the darkness. More and more lose their homes to the blight and set out in search of sanctuary, while others lose their fortunes to the Dalmekian levies and leave to find new livelihoods. What is it that you seek in the Dominion, Your Grace?
Oh, Dion Lesage.
You mean the Crown Prince of Sanbrec?
He has many titles. Dion the Bold, Prince of Dragoons, Odin's Nemesis, or simply Bahamut. I met him once, when we were children. He was a chivalrous soul even then, and has served his empire indefatigably ever since.
And you are confident that he will listen to what you have to say?
Our world lurches ever closer to the abyss, and a hidden hand ushers us onward. Ultima's influence extends to every nation, Sanbrec included. If His Highness is the man I believe him to be, and I pray that he is, this truth will not have escaped his notice. As the mother crystals fall, the eternal flame wavers, and the azure sky begins to bruise. How lucky we were to be blessed by the crystals, and yet how spoiled. Like canaries in a gilded cage, growing fat on seed. But now, the bars are closing in, and we must take flight. Painful though it be to leave our home behind, it is what we must do to be free. Which is it that men cannot live without? A blessing that leads to damnation, or a freedom that leads to deprivation? I do not yet know the answer to that question. Do you, Clive?
Your Grace, let us find a place to rest a while. We can return by the Dalmekian trail once you have recovered your strength. I realize your duty is pressing, but if your health should fail...
I know. Thank you, Yoto.
was gonna say, I'm curious on how Joshua met Yote. If that's been explained before, then I don't know. Also, meanwhile, in the Dalmekian Republic, Rendella. Ministry of Law.
The army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sambrek need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbrek in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
After the storm. And something might be wrong, but we're not going to learn until next time. So, thank you for joining me, and stay awesome.